Hello everyone, my name is Diego Morales. Today I'll show you some quick tips you may not know as a beginner. Um, this is like most of everything I learned so far by using the Unreal editor for Fortnite. And real quick, it's just going over some basic devices, also some landscape tips, and some general tips. So first thing is over here, you can change the scalability to or your performance to something low, like medium. It increases, performance, and you get less lagged when using the editor. So I use a medium, but you can change it to whatever. Also, you can change the time of day to whatever you want. It can be at, sunset or morning. No, this is sunset. The other is morning. So you can change, whatever you want. Normal time is 10 and 10. Then there's the lit modes, which you can go unlit if you are changing something that is kind of hard to see. There's other modes, but you know it's up to you. Then perspective, don't worry about that just yet. Then there's the adding an object. Here you can add lights, basic point light, direction light, a spotlight. You can add shapes, basic shapes, visual effects, volumes, and all that. Then other general tip. I think that's everything so far. Then going on to landscape tips. Over here, you can go into manage and select add, and if you want to add a little more of space to your island or your map, you can just press add and it'll add whatever you want, or you can press delete. Then there's a way of you making roads, but that's another tutorial. If you want to, you probably know how to add a landscape already. Just go to new, then select your size over here, then hit create. On sculpt, with the sculpt tool, you can hit shift, and instead of going up, it'll go down. Then erase is just to delete everything you have done so far with the tool, the sculpt. Then smooth is just to smooth out the edges. Then flat, you can set up the flat. This is for this thing over here. If you set flat to 380, 84, that's the normal grid for you to place down your builds, in Fortnite. So if you place a stair and then a floor, it'll stay, within the ground. Then if you go over here, this is like the night drop. You can select the height that you want. This is 767 over here, and that's the second grid. Then the other grid is like 1152. That's the third. It just keep going up 384 plus. Then there's the ramps that you can just place one and then add ramp. That's pretty simple. Erosion, hydro, noise. Noise is pretty fun if you if you want to mess with your map. You know. Control C is to undo. Then visibility is just to add caves or delete a part of the map or the landscape that you want to just go into. Like a cave or something. Then the copy tool is, I think it's new. I haven't seen it in another engine, but it's just having this like volume that you can use to select a landscape area, like this one, and just go over here, copy data to Gizmo. Then you can just move this thing around. You can just 180 this, move it. Sorry, move it, and just place it wherever you want. And hit Control V to just spawn it in. And now you have a new landscape totally the same as the this one, the other one that you copied. Then I think that's everything for landscapes. Then there's the paint. Paint is just pretty simple. Here are your paint options. Then you have the smooth tool that is just to smooth out whatever you painted with the earth or the the first what's it called, the first layer, I guess, right? Then there's flat, which is if you select like in between of this, it'll just go up and be the same thing as you selected. Doesn't matter, then there's noise. If you put it up, it's just fun to use, right? Just painting random stuff. There's also that's it. Yeah, that's it for landscape. Then if you go to selection, here are just plain over the devices that you can use. Oh, this is not planned. The devices that you can use is just pretty simple devices. Yeah, they can use it. You can use them to do whatever you want, and you can combine all of them if you want to, right? So first one, the button. The button is pretty simple. You just need to go down here, and you can enable it or disable it. You can just leave it like this. And if you want to use the button for something, you need to go to that thing that you want to use. Like examples, the sequence device, and just go down to play function, and then you go over to the eye to the droplet thing, hit it, and just select the button or whatever you want to use. And when that appears over here, you just say, oh, when that thing interacts, it'll play the function. And you are asking yourself, what is a sequence? A sequence is a like a like a movie thing. You can just go to the content browser, hit right click, and go to cinematics and create a new sequence over here. This is a sample of a sequence. It's just this one. I'll play it real quick just to show you. It is that thing over there, moving down, right? I can make a tutorial about sequences too if you want, right? It's pretty simple. Then you just you know again go down here, play the sequence. You can pause it, you can stop, or anything. You just need to have a device for it. After that, there's this TV that you can use if you want, oh, of course. Uh, you can change the shape of the TV, right? Right. Then there's this switch over here that you can also use. So over here, if you go to the TV and go to functions, enable and disable, you'll see it'll be just the switch over here for the actor. And when it's turned on, it is enabled. And when it's turned off, it's disabled, the TV. Also, you can use time or timers to enable some stuff, like this BFX over here. This is lightning strike, and when the and when the timer runs out, it'll play the lightning strike. So when the timer is on success, it will play, the sequence. And over here, this is a trigger, and what it does is when you step over it, it'll, be triggered, and this is to disable the BFX of the lightning, right? You can use it to whatever else you want, right? You can just combine all this. Then last thing over here is just a kind of like a combination or something, because is when this sequence ends, it'll end the game over here with the end game device. So if you press the timer, when the timer runs out, it will play the sequence, and when the sequence ends, it will play or it will end the round or the game. You know, right? It is it is here somewhere. Oh, that is selected the wrong thing. Sorry. Yes, there. Activate. The cinematic stops it will play, the sequence, or sorry, the end game device. Then this is just portals, pretty simple stuff. You can just need to go over here, teleporter group. This is group A, and it targets group B. Group B, you just need to say this one over here is group B. So that one over there is targeting this, and this one is targeting group A, which is that one over there. Just pretty simple, you can use it to whatever you want again. Then there is water. Water, quick tip about water. These grids over here, they can be used if you don't want water in a certain area, right? Like this. Also, if you want to just do whatever you want with your landscape, you can just go over down here and select affects landscape. So over here, it's affecting the landscape. You see, it's just, depending on where the grid is, that's where the landscape will appear. But if you disable it, it is whatever you want, right? Then there is rivers. Rivers is just pretty simple. Try to paint where the river goes, or sorry, where the river is, to seem more realistic, I suppose. After that, this is a vehicle just to show something else, like this thing over here, this red wall. This is a barrier device. It blocks bullets and it blocks players, depending on what you want it to use. And also, if you want to disable this, maybe you just need to defeat all the enemies and then move on. This thing over here is for that. So to disable it, you need to go to the this thing, the green thing, the multiplier, and say a player start. I think that's it, is it? Starts emoting, right? So if you emote over here, it'll disable the barrier, and you can just go grab the bus. Other thing, I think that is everything, right? So I'll just play through the whole thing over here. So just spawn in. Give a sec. So over here, when you spawn in, you can go into the dance floor, right? And if you want to just move on, over here, you just need to just press emote. It'll disappear, and you just can go and drive the bus. Pretty simple. After that, whoa, whoa. Jesus. Okay. After that, there's the button, right? Okay. Wow, that bus. If you hit the button, it'll play the sequence over there, right? Which is the meteor. Pretty cool. Then there's the portal right here. You can just teleport. After that, this is the TV that you can just switch on and off if you want. This is off, then turn on. Pretty cool. It has sound, but the sound is pretty loud. But if you want, you can just add sound. Then there's the countdown for the lightning strike. You see it on top of the screen. That it'll start playing. Yep, and over here, just get on top of it, and it'll disable the lightning strike. And then the final sequence, or the final timer, when this runs out, it'll play the sequence, and when the sequence ends, it will end the game. So, play the sequence. Here's the meteor, and there. And you can edit the text if you want for the end screen. Also, if you go to the BFX over here, you can also change the color of the lightning. I don't know if it is for all of them, but at least for the lightning strike, you can change the color if you want. And I think that will be every tip I have for you today. Um, what else can I show you? I think that's everything. Uh, yeah. It is. Oh, sorry. Over here. This is all the sequences that you can use. You can just try on all of them yourself. I already gave you, your basic understanding of them. Just need to go over to the now here, and this is where you kind of code everything. Don't need to really use the actual coding, which is burst. Also, there's the prefabs over here. This thing over here is where you find all your already built stuff, right? Example, if you want, you can just grab, let me see, something cool. Lazy Lagoon. Let me grab the pirate ship. You just go over here, load in, and you can just place it, right? There. And if you want, you can just rotate it when it's already grabbed, right? And if you want to rotate it wherever you want, you can just go up here and disable this. And now you can just rotate it however you want. Because this over here is like a grid. And you can change it to whatever you want. Simple like 90 degrees. Enable it and only rotate on 90 degrees always. You know, you can use it for whatever you want. There's also the movement, sorry, which is moving on the grid, right? You can also put it higher and it'll move, depending on where you want, right? Also, this is for scaling. I won't mess with the scaling on prefab objects, but you can change it to whatever you want also. And it's the same concept. You want, you can disable it, or you can just change the size to where you want. Also, there is the camera speed, project size, and all that up there. Um, Now here again, sorry, over here again, you can also go into pause, go to my island, the creative, and over here is the first version of the creative. You can see all the prefabs more clearly, And if you want, you can just add them, right? Over here, I think is wait, equip over here, and now you have it, right? And just equip whatever you want, right? Equip. Let's just grab Kevin over here. Just select it, equip, and now also you can change, whatever you want, equip everything, including the all the weapons, right? Consumable chests and all that. So where you go over here and you press one, you can just place it down. Just place and there. Also double tap space to fly. And also Kevin, right there. Pretty cool. Also you can change them individually, right? The selection. You can just grab Kevin again and place him somewhere else. Also you can just grab by selecting R, right? There. And then just move. Okay, I forgot how to do it, but you can you can move them, right? And you can select all this individually too. Same with the editor, you can select all of them individually. But if you want to change all of them again, you just need to go to the first group uh, item, right? It has an arrow. I just need to scroll up and find it. Where is it? Oh. hey, over here, pirate ship. And that's how you select it. You just move everything together again. You just hit this thing over here, right? You just move everything. And now that is everything. I think you'll be good. You can just do your own map, right? You just need these basic uh what's it called? Basic tips or tools, and everything else is on the tutorials that everyone is making. You know, they all have good tips, good tutorials. They can uh, learn some stuff. So thank you for watching, and bye bye.